What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Soul Break. Thanks for stopping by my channel. Now, I'm so excited to put this video out for you guys because A, this is a pair of sneakers that I really wanted, and B, this just whole shipping delay issue is just out of hand. It's just crazy. As I mentioned in my previous video, one of the largest shipping companies in Korea has gone on strike in some areas. So these released a couple days ago, and then I got them in the mail today, which is insane because that's mad slow, and it was pretty uncertain whether I was gonna get my pair. I don't there was really no sort of sign of movement in terms of the shipment, so it was just kind of weird situation right now. But anyways, with all that aside, these are the Air Jordan 1 lows in the Chicago colorway, but this is actually a golf shoe. So as you probably know, these released worldwide a couple days ago, and luckily I was able to secure a pair in my size in the Chicago colorway. Now, let's be this only released online where I live, and the thing is that I just kind of gave up mentally, thinking, okay, the hype behind this pair is just insane. There's probably no way that I'm gonna be able to cop this pair manually because my sort of sneaker streak has been terrible last year. I used to be pretty good at copying manually, but last year has been a disaster for me, so I kind of gave up mentally. But then again, we had 3 colorways releasing online, but I still kind of wanted to go for the best one that I wanted, that I really wanted, because come on, whichever pair I was gonna try for, I'm probably not gonna be able to cop. But luckily, the server kind of blew up, and so it was basically free for all for everybody, the bots, the manual gang. I mean, it's just kind of it was everybody going at the pairs, and my purchase order went through, and I was so excited when I finally was able to cop this pair. I was actually able to cop another pair in the triple white colorway, which I'm going to do on a review in the next video. But man, with all that aside, let's just dive right into the sneakers. So obviously this is the most classic colorway of the entire Air Jordan 1 collection. I mean, that's just me, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people would agree. And man, I mean, this is one of my favorite colorways on my favorite silhouette. And although it is a low cut, which, I mean, it makes sense, it is a golf sneaker, so it's just beautiful. Now on the side, it's got that clean, crisp white leather here on the side panel, and then on top of that you got that beautiful looking black Nike swoosh, once again done in that leather. And then here on the overlays, you've got that very rich and beautiful varsity red color panels. And I think I've mentioned this a couple times in previous videos, but I'm a huge fan of Varsity Red because Jordan Brand is very selective of where and when they use the color Varsity Red on their sneakers. So it is a very special occasion when they actually use that exact color. And I'm going to do a color comparison with my actual Chicago pair, so just stick around for that. Anyways, that leather overlay extends all the way to the toe cap area. You see more of that beautiful and that flush varsity red color leather here. And then what I was pretty surprised is that the quality of the material is quite nice. It is pretty smooth. I was actually having pretty low expectations because being a golf shoe, I thought Jordan Brand would just half-ass this thing and then kind of use that plasticky material. But I'm not gonna lie, the quality of the sneaker is not that bad. I mean, it is almost very similar to the actual Chicago High pair that I have. Well, I mean, obviously that has better treated materials, but I'm not complaining about this pair at all. It does have some give. It is pretty smooth to the touch, and then as you can see, you've got that beautiful white crisp toe box here with the perforated holes. And as you can see, the QC is really on point. I mean, the toe box shape is just beautiful. You don't see any scratch marks or extra threads sticking out, or you don't see any extra glue marks here and there. So I was just really delighted and surprised by the QC. Now, here on the center, you've got the black cotton laces, the flat laces, factory laced onto the shoe. It is different from the high pair because this pair comes fully laced, like choked up to the top, and it does make the shoe look much better. And then right underneath that, you got that nice white nylon tongue that we typically see on Air Jordan 1s. And then here you got the eye stay with that varsity red leather once again. Now this does have 7 lace holes, so it is not OG, but I mean, I'm not complaining. It's pretty damn near close to the original shape of the shoe, I think. Although I haven't seen a pair in hand, but from the pictures it looks pretty similar. But again, it doesn't have 8 holes. It only has 7 lace holes, so take note of that. Anyways, on the tongue here, the actual tongue, you got this nice red nylon tag with the Jordan Jumpman logo embroidered in white, and then you got the golf text embroidered in white as well. And it is a nice separation from the Nike Air branding. I think this makes a lot of sense. It is not an original sneaker, although it does derive its colorway from an original model. I think it's nice to have that sort of like cool distinction, that to show people that this is actually a golf shoe. And then on the inside, you got this nice black mesh sock liner, and then here you got a very clean view of the insole where you got this Jordan Jumpman printed in white with the golf text in white as well on a black insole. And then here on the back side, you got that nice varsity red heel counter here. And then you got this beautiful Air Jordan Wings logo debossed into the shoe with black paint. And I mean, this logo is just beautiful. It's very different from the other Air Jordan 1 low models that we get these days. I think this is more proportionate, and it just looks good to the eye. And I mean, everything about the sneaker is just perfect to me. I mean, man, they did a really good job of this. And I just can't believe that I was able to score this pair for retail, because there is a resale premium for this pair. Where I live, I mean, the resale price right now is just pretty crazy. I know I checked on StockX, the prices aren't that crazy right now, but it's just out of the, I don't know, it's just out there right now for where I live. Anyways, on the midsole, you got that typical Air Jordan 1 midsole, all done in that crisp white color. And then on the outsole, this is where things get interesting. This is obviously a golf sneaker, so you're going to see some sort of different traction. This is a spikeless shoe, so you're not going to see those traditional kind of like plastic spikes across the outsole. But what we see here is that that typical circular traction pattern that we typically see on Air Jordan 1 models, but we see these very protruded wedges that's going to provide a lot of stability and grip when you're actually playing golf, which these are intended to be. I know some people are trying to wear these on the streets. I don't mind that, but it's pretty stupid at the end of the day. I'm a golfer myself, so I'm just gonna wear this to practice and whenever I go out on the fields. But you do you, but my honest opinion is that, like, why would you wear this out on the streets? I mean, it looks nice, I guess, but I don't know. I would probably go for the actual Chicago lows from, when was it, like from years ago, but it is what it is, I guess. But anyways, returning to the outsole, you got those wedges here and the grooves, and then here on the middle, you normally have that Nike branding, but instead you got that golf text. Very nicely done, actually, with the Nike swoosh logo right underneath that. And then here on the back side, you see that typical kind of like traction pattern with the nice protruded wedges, once again to provide you stability and grip when you are swinging your golf club instead of walking down the asphalt. Not taking any angles against anybody. But anyways, this pair does actually come with an extra set of laces. It's all done in that crisp white, but I'm not a huge fan of it. I think I'm just good with the the black laces, so I'm just gonna stick with that. Sizing wise, I haven't tried this pair on yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, going true to size is just fine, because I mean, this is your typical Air Jordan 1 sneaker anyways. It's just that they swapped out the outsole for, you know, golf purposes. So, you know, true to size should be just fine. If you are a golfer and you prefer that kind of snug fit, you might want to go half a size down, but I don't know. I don't think I recommend that. What I would do is just go, you know, true to size and just kind of lace up my sneakers tightly. Now, as promised, I will do a short comparison with my actual Chicago High pair that I have right now. So as you can see, the color is pretty much damn similar here, but as you can see, the texture of the leather is quite different. No, but that's just a treatment issue. Now that I kind of like feel my actual High pair, the leather on this pair actually feels a lot more plush and smoother to the touch. But, you know, again, I'm not complaining in that it doesn't feel plasticky or anything. I'll be really, really honest with you. I'm very, very impressed with the quality, actually. And I think I actually prefer a bit more of the stiffer panels on this particular model, because at the end of the day, it is a golf shoe. So when I am going through my swing motion, I do want that sort of like stability on the feet. So I think, you know, having a more sturdy material on the sides would actually provide a bit more stability. I mean, it won't make a huge difference, but at least I don't want that kind of like, you know, lateral movement on the upper part of my feet when I'm, you know, going through my swing motion. But, you know, that's just my thought. But as you can see, the colors match up pretty much, you know, 1-to-1. It is that really, really rich varsity red color, and man, this thing is so good looking. I wish I could have caught multiple pairs so that I can just kind of stack up on them and then wear them until I die. But I mean, I'm not complaining. I was able to secure a pair, so I'm happy with that. Again, you know, wearability wise, this should be an easy pair to pull off, you know, even if you're planning to wear them on the streets. If you're planning to do that, go ahead. If you're gonna wear these on the fields, as you should, I mean, you know, it's just gonna be fire. Everybody's gonna be looking at your feet. I guarantee you that these are just gonna add a lot of flair to your game. You know, it's just crazy. Resale wise, again, you know, the resale premium right now in Korea is just crazy. It is kind of drooping, but I don't see them like drastically dropping over the years. I think they might go up actually. On StockX, it seems like it seems pretty reasonable considering that this is a Chicago colorway. So if you're a golfer and if you want this pair, I mean, just don't hold back. I think it's a nice time to pick up a good pair for your collection. I think it's reasonably priced. Considering, you know, that this derives from a original colorway. So yeah, that's just my opinion. And I don't know, sizing, yeah, I talked about sizing. So that's basically it. I'm just so excited to have this pair. I just can't wait to go to practice this week. It's just gonna be crazy. I wouldn't say the Nike sneakers are the best golfing shoes out there, but you know, who gives a shit, you know? This is a Chicago colorway. Come on now. But anyways, that's basically it for today. Again, I'm sorry about all the, you know, video update delays, because it's not intentional. It's just that these stupid shipping companies are on strike and I just can't get my shoes in. I do have some sneakers sitting around in my room right now, so I will be uploading regularly again. So stay tuned for that. And as always, thanks for watching. And please let me know down below in the comment section if you were able to cop a pair, if you're planning to cop a pair of the golf release this month. Anyways, thanks for watching.